Hello everyone, welcome to the Northwood Invitational. My name is Luke Elvey. Alongside me, as always, is John McCarthy, and we're excited to bring this day's action to you.
Hey Luke, glad to be here. Hello to the folks at home. And Luke, as we kick this next round up, I'm curious, those FedEx Cup playoffs loom. What do you think the chances are this next golfer winds up in the playoffs?
Well, John, I certainly like this players' game. They've been inside the top 125 all season. And with the FedEx Cup playoffs just around the corner, I think we'll see them playing in them.
Thanks, Luke. We'll talk soon. And there we go. Get those first drive nerves out of the system. Should be interesting. And I think he will like that. And from 155 yards out. Looks like a 7-iron. And that approach is on the green, but quite lengthy putt ahead. Oh, and just doesn't want to drop. And for the par. Ooh, that looked good. And this putt is for bogey. Solid putt. And starting the day off here at 1 over par. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. Wilson is looking pretty good. Okay, and from 125 yards out. Nothing wrong with that. 23 feet to go. And this putt's right around 2 feet. And currently, in today's event, the score to beat is 2 under par. And teeing off on this next hole, the wind could come into play. Let's find out. This might be a bit too much club. And he's probably going to like that. And this putt's for birdie. And this one's about 3 feet from the cup. And that one's going to go for par. And 1 over for the day after that hole. All right, here's the 4th hole. And a promising looking shot here. And missing the approach on that one. And that's to be expected, unfortunately, in a wind like this. And this putt to save par. This putt's about 3 feet away. And that hole is going to result in him moving down in the standings. And next up we have a par 5 hole. Yeah, this one's not looking too good. And this putt's for birdie. And for the par. And 2 over for the day after that hole. And now setting up for the par 4. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. 135 yards to the pin. And going with the 9-iron. I think this might be a bit long. In the end, I think that'll play on the green. From here, about 21 feet. Oh. Okay, and let's have a look at the leaderboard. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. And teeing off on this par 3. And going with the 7-iron on this one. I think he's overcompensated here. He's flying the green, I think. Well, that's no good as far as approaches go. Too much club, I think. And after a shot like that, that's putting par very much within reach. And the par putt will drop. And in today's event, the score to beat is 1 under currently. And now the 8th hole. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And about 180 yards to the pin. And that looks like a 5-iron. And that couldn't have been the intended result on that approach. Looking like 8 feet to the cup here. And that will be for bogey. And after that hole, +3 on the day. Next up is the par 5. And that didn't sound like the cleanest of contact. And that shot's back into the short stuff. 125 yards to go here. Going with a pitching wedge here. "12 feet to the cup. Oh, that was close. And for the par. And Luke, as we head into the final stretch, curious as to what you're seeing out there from your point of view today.
That's right, John. Well, they say on the back nine on Sundays when the championship really comes alive. They've given themselves a chance just outside the top 10, but it's time to make their move.
Thanks, Luke. Let's chat again after this round's done. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. He's got to be pleased with that. And this putt is for birdie. And in today's event, thus far, score to beat is even par. Okay, now moving on to the 11th. And this shot's looking promising. Okay, and from 180 yards out. Yeah, it looks like a 5-iron. This could be good. It's heading for the green here. From 18 feet away. And after that one, 2 over for the day. And that means he's also tied for 11th spot on the leaderboard. And now teeing off on the par 5. And nicely done. Looking like we'll have some fairway here. And about 250 yards left to get to that pin. And I think he will be happy with that. This one's about 3 feet away. For the birdie. And he's going to move up in the standings after that hole. All right, let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. I think that's a 5-iron. And I think he will like that. And this putt is for birdie. Oh, and wouldn't that have been pretty? It's a solid attempt, but a very long putt. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that one, holding steady in 3rd place. And now the 14th hole. I think we'll find some fairway here. And 180 yards out. Going with the 5-iron here. And I don't think he really had a clean swing on that one. And from the sand. And that shot is putting par very much within reach. And a good putt. And he's going to stay right there where he was on the leaderboard. No change in the ranking. And setting up now on the 15th tee. It didn't look like he had clean contact on that one. Wow, nicely done. That is putting par very much within reach on this hole. And this shot is looking scary good right now. And that would have been for par, just missed. And now let's take a look and see how things are going on the leaderboard. And currently sitting at +2 for the day. And that also translates to him being tied for 8th on the leaderboard. And now setting up on the par 3. That looks like the hybrid. This is heading towards the green. Yeah, apologies to the folks at home, but that one actually ended up in the rough. And about 7 feet to go here. that putt drops for par. And after that hole, they'll stay right where they are in 8th place on the leaderboard. Okay, and setting up on the 17th tee. And about 165 yards to the pin. And going with the 6 iron. And the shot's looking pretty good. And this for the birdie. Five feet to go here. Ooh, that was very close. And this for the bogey. And the score to beat today is even par so far. And as he tees off here on the final hole, he's only 3 strokes off the lead. From 245 yards to the pin. And that is some fantastic club work on this par 5 green, hitting it in 2. Ooh, and that was very, very close. And this next putt for a final round score of 74. And as this event comes to an end, he's left himself up there, top 10 on the leaderboard, which is not too shabby, Luke.
Well, they had a few chances there to get the win, but ultimately a top 10 is not to be sneezed at. They should be happy with that. On behalf of John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey. Look forward to your company next time. Hello everyone, so much at stake here for the Golf Club Championship. My name is Luke Elvey and with me is John McCarthy as we get ready to bring you all of today's action.
Thanks for the intro, Luke, and glad to be with you at the Carroll Valley. And what can you tell us, first of all, about this opening hole?
This opening hole is a long par 4 that slopes down towards the water hazard. The green is large enough for most players to hit, but there are 5 bunkers that are eager to scoop up any errant approaches.
Thanks, Luke. We'll talk to you soon. And with that, I declare this event has begun. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And hitting from 195 yards out. And I don't think that was the cleanest of swings. This one's looking like around 16 feet or so. And starting the round off at even par. And now let's move to the second hole. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. But in actual fact, that one ended up in the rough. And I think he will be pleased with that. And this is for birdie. Ooh, and just inches away from greatness. This puts about 3 feet away. And that one will drop for par. And after that one, he'll stay at even par. And now let's move to the third hole. Here is the pitching wedge. And about 12 feet from the cup. For the birdie. And he is moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now the fourth hole. This is a close one. It could be in the fairway. Nice shot. I think you'll like that. And this one's for birdie. And this putt is for par. Ooh, and it just doesn't drop. And about 4 feet from the cup. That one's going to drop for bogey. And that performance will put him up to even par. And he is also tied for 8th on the leaderboard. Okay, and here is the 5th hole. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And from here, about 235 yards to the pin. Going with the 3-wood. Very well played golf shot. Hitting this par 5 and 2, it's going to set up some serious possibilities. Yeah, it's about 3 feet to the cup from here. For the birdie. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And he's tied for 3rd place. And now teeing off on this par 4. And I'm not quite sure where this one's going to end up. And I think he's going to like that. From here, it's about 10 feet away. Ooh. And for the par. And that one will drop. Currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And is currently tied for 2nd place on the leaderboard. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. And here's the 3-wood. This one's looking good. And that's not what they wanted on their approach. Too much club. And this to save the par. And just missing. And this putt is for bogey. And that one's right in the cup. And that hole's going to put him up to even par. And he's also tied for 5th up on the leaderboard. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee-off. And this one could be in the rough, but could not be. Let's find out. Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here. This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. And that one will drop for the bogey. And he's got to move down in the standings after that hole. Okay, And on to the 9th. And this is looking fairway bound. And he'll be happy with that. This putt's for birdie. Just missing here. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And Luke, as we get ready to fire up the back 9 here, I'm wondering if you could enlighten us as to what's been happening elsewhere on the leaderboard.
Our current leader is 2 under par for the tournament.
Well, this one's debatable. Could be rough, could be fairway. It looks like he's going through some trees. And he's probably not too pleased with himself after that one. Well, so far so good for this one. And I kind of wish I was right on that one, but that shot actually ended up in the rough. Well, 32 feet out from here. Oh, my lands. That was very close. And this one for the double. Ooh, that would have been good. And hopefully this one will go for the triple. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And after that hole, currently sitting at 4 over for the day. And moving on to the 11th hole. And he's got to be happy with that. "22 feet to the cup." Ooh, I thought that was going to go. This putt is for the bogey. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. I'm currently sitting at 5 over for the day after that hole. And now teeing off on the par 5. And there was some serious power involved in this one. And something sounded off with that swing. Pretty sure he's going to like that one. And this putt is for birdie. And that one will drop. And he will move up on the leaderboard after that hole. And I think he's going to like that. And now the 13th hole. Well, I think this one's going to find the short grass. And from 150 yards out, going with the 8-iron. And he will like that. This one's about 20 feet away. Oh, I thought that one was going to be in. And they're about 3 feet away here. And as we look at the leaderboard, current leader sits at 1 under. And setting up now on the 14th hole. This one's looking pretty good so far. And about 160 yards to the pin. Looks like a 7-iron. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. And if this putt drops, they can save par. Nice little putt. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And moving on to the 15th here. And that was spectacular work, hitting the green on this par 4 off the tee. And this one's for birdie. And from that length, that is a feat to accomplish. And currently sitting at +3 for the day after that hole. And now setting up on the 16th tee. And I think this one's going to find the fairway. And about 100 yards to the pin from here. From 20 feet. Oh my goodness, that was close. And for the par. And as we look at the leaderboard, our current leader today is sitting at 1 under. That's a score to beat. Okay, and moving on to the 17th now. Pretty sure that's the 5 wood. And I think you'll like that. And this for the birdie. And about 5 feet from the cup. And that one drops for par. And currently sitting at +3 for the day after that hole. And as he tees off here on the 18th, gotta wonder what's going through his head. 4 strokes off the lead. Let's see what happens. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. And this next shot setting up significantly below the hole. Looks like the hybrid is on display here. Oh, I'm not too sure about this one. Not the best approach shot we've seen today. That was a nice shot out of the sand, and that is going to make birdie a whole lot easier. And this next putt for a 74 on their final round. Ooh, and it just misses. And this putt is for par. And Luke, this event is over for them, and I think they've done pretty well for themselves on the course today.
Well, we know that was far below their best, John, but there are a few bright spots in that performance that I know that they'll take to the next tournament. Well, that's going to do it. Thanks for joining us today.